All right, boys. Finally, we're live.
Awesome.
After some hiccups with this technology thing, we'll figure this out. So, right here, right now, I have the boys back again. The guys from Waiting for Eternity. What's going on, boys?
What's up?
Not much.
Happening.
Shane, Ed, and Tony. We talked back in August, and today they're back again. That we're gonna talk about their new single. Pretty excited for this, guys. Great musicians, great people. Last time we had a blast talking. We just forget about time and have a good conversation. So, what's going on, boys?
Man, you nailed it. We've got this new single out and ready to try to promote it and use it to help a good cause, hopefully as well. So.
Awesome. I'm glad that you guys asked me to do this. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good. Being in a band, I know the growing pains and having a single to be able to release and push. I usually have this show. It's for the bands because I'm on your shoes as well, in your shoes, and I'm glad that I'm able to help somehow, some way, somehow. Um, so the name of the single is "The Long Walk." Is that correct?
It's correct.
Yeah, love the groove, man. Another kick-ass song. The first one, you guys, the blindfold, I really, was digging that song, which I listened to it again today. I was like, man, I missed that song. And the long walk was same level, man. You guys have the bar up there. Let's talk about the song writing process. How did that go, guys?
You want to talk about that, Tony?
That's actually your ballpark because you wrote it.
The whole process, it goes back to us working with Sahaj Tickerton, of course, and we did that up in Indiana in that little farmhouse up there, and he told us, he said, I want you guys to bring every song you've ever written or every part of every song you've ever written. He's like, if you've pumped it into a recorder or if you've, got it on a VCR tape or whatever, he's like, bring it. So we did that. And this song started as just some mumblings that I recorded about 2 or 3 in the morning one morning over a guitar riff. And it's really all we had. Sahaj kind of took that and we started working with it and we ended up with this song. So it was just what, 20 seconds maybe, Tony?
Yeah, you did
30 seconds.
Put a lot of work into it.
It really wasn't much, but Sahaj with his super awesome producer ear that he's got was like, no, we're gonna do something with this. So
yeah, I think it was like written in like 2 hours or something.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
Nice. Very cool. So you pretty much wrote the lyrics first or the instrumental part? Because I watched the video, you doing the little mumbling.
Yeah, I was basically, it's just like, no, 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 and that's really all I had. And again, Sahaj, he's got like this crazy ears and he's like, oh no, we can do something with that. So he took it and we probably had the music written in, like Tony said, maybe an hour and a half. And then it took me a couple of hours or so to write some lyrics, but I've got this huge tome of lyrics, like it's just books and stacks of stuff I've written over the years. And so I kept going back to it and pulling some ideas out that kind of, I had this.
You brought that all the way to Indiana.
Yeah, I brought them all to Indiana. And
like a computer.
It took more time to go through there and find some phrases and stuff. And then I kind of put all that on paper. I had two huge pages full of words. And I was like, all right, we got to start paring this down and making it into something. And but yeah, it was a common theme that I had there in some of those pages and notes from years and years worth of stuff, I guess. So yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So pretty much was a quick song, but was like more of out of inspiration. Like I was watching your the behind the scenes. It was like you said it was 2 o'clock in the morning. You just came up with the song.
Yeah, I did. I was just screwing around on a guitar, honestly. And that's why I think in that behind the scenes, I feel like it's got some Elvis and Johnny Cash influence from my side.
You could definitely hear Johnny Cash in there.
Yeah.
because I think that night I was sitting down screwing around. I had like my guitar app out and was looking at different Cash and Presley songs, just learning how to play some stuff, and then played that, and I thought, man, I need to record this before I go to bed, and I'd forgotten about it, to be honest with you. That little clip, that little clip of that song, but he said bring everything, so that's what we did. Tony, I don't, how many songs did we bring, Tony?
And we brought at least 50 probably.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Probably more. Everything that we'd ever written individually, it was a lot. And he pulled 8 songs out of that, so it's kind of like,
wow. So you guys have pretty much those 8 songs done already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Can't wait to hear the rest, man. The first 2 I already heard. I really liked it. What's your producer's name again?
Sahaj Tickerton. He's the lead singer of Raw.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about. I saw his post the other day. Yes.
Yeah, they're getting back on the wagon, so to speak, I guess now. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right, I saw that. Now, let's talk about the lyrics, the meaning behind that song, if you can share with us, Shane.
Sure. I mean, I like to be kind of vague and generic as much as I can, because I don't really want other people to. What it means to me, I don't. It might mean to somebody else, but it could mean something totally different. And that's, so like whenever, so Ed is, when we see the video, Ed's the actor in the video. Right?
What's up, Ed?
And
hey, what's up?
When I let Ed hear the song, like, you remember what you did, Ed?
I wrote a whole video out.
Yeah, like he wrote,
it was a totally different meaning.
And it was totally different than what I'd written it about. But Ed was like, "Oh man, we should do this and this, and this is the motivation," because Ed's an actor. He's been like on The Walking Dead and stuff, so he's got that experience behind him and everything, right? And
super cool.
Yeah, he's like, "This is what we should do. This is what we should do." And it's a totally different direction. Tony takes with the lyric video. How did you come up with the military aspect of it?
I just kind of, the first in line just automatically initially started revolving around like military and flashbacks of, being deployed, things like that, just popping up. And I was like, just digging more and more into the lyric content. And I was like, this is a lot deeper than, just serving. This is actually starting to resonate with me on, how I feel about things like with depression and, suicide and the hard things that people don't want to talk about.
Right.
That's where that came from. It just, like Shane said, the lyrics reach out to people differently, and that's just how it reached out to me.
Right.
Yeah, I think whenever I listen to it, I wrote this whole thing about a son and his father, and and the long walk was to his grave. I mean, so many ways you can look at the song. It's just a great song. It has, it'll touch everybody in a different way. And I remember Shane saying, I don't want to tell you what I wrote it about. He goes, just
take on your own way, your own perception.
Yeah. That was awesome.
I mean, the generic, I guess, or generic might not be like the best term, but it's basically about it's about dealing with those inner demons. It's about dealing with things you don't like about yourself, and overcoming those things.
Everybody
killing them, breaking them, and overcoming them. So
right. I believe that everybody has their own demons. If people say no, they do. Everybody has it. Just want to mention a little comment here that popped up here. Miss Linda Pitcock said, "Love this band, love song." Is your mom?
That's my mom. Yeah.
Hey, mom. Oh no, Linda.
What's up, mom?
There you go. Biggest
Glad
support.
you found us.
Nice. And so right now, what I'll do is I'm gonna share the song, if you guys don't mind, with everybody. You guys at home there, just sit back and listen. Just take the lyrics and the song as you feel like. I'm gonna enjoy it. So let me go back here. Here we go again with this technology, boys.
While you're doing that, I'll say that originally we didn't have it planned to be a graveyard as part of the shoot, but Ed's version take on the story made us go that direction for a graveyard as part of it. So we're not trying to be angsty, guys in black in a graveyard. It just kind of ended up being that way.
Right.
It's just coincidence.
I like that.
We're actually trying not to do that, and there we ended up there anyway. So
whenever I watched the video and when you were walking down, when we were filming it, I didn't even notice that we were walking down the veterans.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah. That's all Alex though. So
Alex did a great job.
Yeah, Alex Landing was the guy who filmed it and produced it, directed it, and everything. So
nice.
Obviously have to give a big shout out to him. We'll talk about him more whenever this is over.
You got it. All right, let me share here for everybody. Let's do it. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound. There you go.
I'm gonna lay this down and go take a long walk. I'm gonna leave it here and go have the hard talk. Walking around in the dead man's clothes is a fine line. Time to shed these worn out rags, leave them all behind. I'm not sure where we are going. I will be first in line to tell you what I left behind. You know that I can't erase what's wrong. I can't carry it inside, so I kill it, break it. The pain is gone. There was this fire deep inside and it burned hot. I tried to keep it down, I failed and I could not. Losing all that I am not is the hard part. Coming to the end of me, that's where I start. I'm not. We are going. I will be first in line to tell you what I left behind. You know that I can't erase what's wrong. I can't carry it inside, so I kill it, break it. Go rage is I'm not sure where we are going. I will be first in line to tell you what I left behind. You know that I can't erase what's wrong. I can't carry it inside, so I kill it, break it. I will be first in line to tell you what I left behind. You know that I can't erase what's wrong. I can't carry it inside, so I kill it, break it. I'm left with you.
All right, boys. Super cool. Super cool. Now, that wasn't a cemetery, right?
Yeah, part of it was, yeah.
That's super cool. I like it, man. So something that I noticed here, and we're gonna talk about this. I think it's time to open the curtains. So Ed was in the video. Now Ed is nothing but the original drummer.
Yeah, Ed is the official drummer
Official drummer.
for Waiting for
That's-
Eternity, and we wanted to make that announcement here tonight. So
All right.
Ed
Cheers, Ed.
is
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Water
It was
bottle.
kind of odd how it happened, but you know what? It was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be playing again. Oh really? You're playing again? Well, what are you doing Friday?
Yeah, we started looking for a new drummer, and we had no idea. We spent all that time with Ed making the video. We had no idea that he actually could play. So, I've known Ed for years and years and years. So yeah,
Nice. Some things are meant to happen, man.
Yeah.
It's funny that he was in the video and now he's playing for you guys. So that's super cool. I wish, best of luck, Ed. Enjoy the ride. And you seem like a cool guy. And hopefully, we talk about this in August. Hopefully one day I get to see you guys playing live. You know what I mean? That would be super cool. Super, super cool.
we hope so.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
So what's the plans now, guys? Do you guys have any plans? Like, I'm sure, 2020, it's pretty much, in the books.
Yeah, it's done.
Do you guys have anything planned out for 2021? Shows? What you got?
Tony, you
That would
want?
be Tony, yeah.
We've got some things in the works that we're still aligning the stars on. A lot of big things. We were going to kind of touch on it a little bit tonight, but we decided to push it back some. But we do have some things in the works for 2021 early. Definitely.
Good, yeah.
As long as the economy's open and everybody's being safe, then we're down.
That's fingers crossed, man. Can you imagine, March would be another year without bands playing live. And,
Exactly.
it's just, I would say the best part of it, we having time to create, what I
Yeah.
mean? In one way or another, do live streams and things like that. Here in Florida, there's some places open there. They're playing bands, live bands, but I don't know what's going to happen. Apparently numbers are going up here and there. And, some states are already closing down stuff. So I just hope this goes away, man. It's time.
It's really putting a damper on a lot of musicians financially. It's
Right.
really hard on a lot of people.
Yeah. Because you spend so much money, recording, promoting, marketing, but where's the return of your investment,
Exactly.
So you can play out and barely,
You got to put your whole life on hold for the entire year
yeah.
that we've been locked down almost. So
Yeah, a lot of especially like solo people, they've been making a good living live streaming and basically busking online basically, and that's something that we're gonna start trying to do, to start doing some live streaming shows and stuff as well. So
Right.
we do have that in the plans. It's what you got to do right now, right? So
Right.
because realistically, we're not going to be out of flu season until March, probably anyway.
Right. Now it's gonna spike a little bit because of the weather, and then that doesn't help. And then kids go back to school in January, and then it's that whole spiral. On a good note is we all learning how to be creative. Come up with new ideas of things and creating things, and like I came up with this podcast for bands because I was like, man, if we can play, at least we can talk about the bands and help the bands. And I'm on the same boat as you guys are.
Yeah.
So I think that we all learning different ways to be creative and adapting, you know what I mean? But man, this is almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's change or die unless you just got a whole lot of money set aside right now in the music industry. So
Yeah, that's the hard part. So let's hope for the best, guys. And
Yeah.
Before we wrap this up, Shane, I want to say congratulations to you and your wife.
Thanks,
19
man.
years.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
buddy.
Thanks.
Really, really good job.
My wife in the background just said it's been a long dang time.
It's Melissa, her name, right?
Melissa, yeah.
Melissa, he sent me some money over PayPal to say that in the podcast. I had to open this. It's in the open. I'm not gonna tell you the amount, but it was a good money.
She said
So-
you do what you got to do for money sometimes.
That's right.
Tips,
That's right.
shout outs for tips.
That's right.
I do want to mention real quick, man, if I can, with the taking the veterans approach on it, we with this song is something that is hits really home with all of us. I mean, Tony's a veteran, Ed's a veteran, people
Thank you, guys.
people in my family, you know, veterans. Our one of our bass players in the band before Tony came along, a few years before Tony came along, it's a good friend of mine. He was our bass player. He was a veteran. He committed suicide while in the Army.
Oh.
So, you know, this song really kind of hits hard. I'd never really thought about it from that perspective again until Tony brought it, you know, come to that level.
Right.
And so we really want to promote this song so that we can do that veterans awareness that we have on those dog tags there on the live video. And you know, taps.org is the foundation we're going to work with. We're going to do some sales of some merchandise, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go to TAPS. And our manager Sarah is going to she's got some connections there, and she's going to make that happen as well. So hopefully, you know, we can help others, you know, just become aware and know that they're not alone, and that there's help and there's somebody there 24/7 to talk to. It's weird because when we did this video, when Alex was doing this video, and again, a huge shout out to Alex Landing, he's the guy who conceived pretty much all this. And when he was doing this, he showed the video to, I think, 4 or 5 veterans because we wanted to make sure, even though Tony and Ed are veterans, we still wanted to get outside of our box and make sure that we weren't doing anything disrespectful or anything like that. And, you know, they were all like, oh yeah, it was cool. And 3 of those 5 vets had no idea that this hotline even existed. So it's like, you know, that was kind of like eye-opening too. So, you know, so anyway, that's of course, you know, we want to be heard as a band. We want to get out there and do what we love for a living, but we also want to be able to do stuff like this while we're doing it, because it's what it's all about.
Right. That's amazing from you guys. That's super nice. I'm sure, you know, if there's any veteran listening, watching, you know, they appreciate that. That's really good way to give it back to them. You know what I mean? Tony and Ed, thank you. Thanks for being, you know, dedicating your lives to that. Speaking of, you said taps.com, right? That's the name of it?
Taps.org.
Org. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And if you want to let everybody know where to find you guys, take it.
Waitingforeternity.com is the best place. You can get to all of our socials from there. You can see all the music we've released there. We've got a lyrics page there. We've got, we also have a lyric video for Long Walk that Tony did all of that. He did the blindfold, you know, lyric video. He's a genius when it comes to doing all that stuff. And,
good job, Tony.
I think he does it in like 30 minutes. It's not much work at all, I don't think. But,
Like 3 days straight, no sleeping.
It's a lot of work, man.
but yeah, so really waitingforeternity.com. Of course, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, wherever, YouTube,
Nice.
of course. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it was very nice to talk to you again. You guys always welcome here, you know, when there's the next single, hit me up. We get you guys back again. Hopefully, in a way, this show can help you guys out, you know, as a band. You guys,
we appreciate what you're doing, man.
No,
Yeah,
no
thank
problem.
you.
No problem. Thank you. And hopefully one day when I back in Tennessee, we get to hang out, grab a beer, and just talk about whatever, you know,
Sure
get
thing.
to meet each other personally.
Yeah, be great.
Sounds
man.
good.
Yeah.
All
All right, boys. Ed,
Thanks,
was
Reese.
nice meeting you. Welcome aboard, and we'll talk
Awesome.
soon.
All right.
All right, boys. Keep rocking.
See ya.
Thanks so much.
Man.
Bye.
Thank you.